few weeks ago when Jimmy was in that winning streak, people were saying, "Hey, it was the announcers during the show, during their games 2 weeks in a row said, don't be surprised if Jimmy stays." And it was like, why are people saying this? Then Ian Rappaport shot it down. The Niners kind of shot it down. Peter King's back. Peter King's been on a media junket telling anyone who can listen, hey, don't be surprised if the Niners keep Jimmy Garoppolo. Even if they get the 12th pick in the draft as an offer in a trade, they might keep Jimmy because a backup quarterback is one of the 10 to 12 most important players on a team. I just laughed, but the reasoning is funny. Smart. The reasoning is hilarious to me, but the fact that Peter King says it could happen means these guys don't just say things. I always feel like people like that, when they give an opinion, it's something that they heard, and it's deep background. So it's like, I heard it, and I'm probably going to be right.
And here's the thing about King. The way he worded it, though, absolves him of sin if it doesn't happen.
Of course.
And that's the mark of a sage journalist. He knows what he's doing. He knows I just said it. I never said it would happen. But at the same time, you're right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And the thing is, if they say that every year, eventually we lose respect for them. And he's a guy who's been around for a long time.
But here's the thing. So he's saying, like, okay, the Niners may not trade Jimmy Garoppolo. And then he gives all these reasons that make you laugh, like because he's so important and backup quarterbacks are so important. Ha, ha, ha. No, the reason that they may not trade Jimmy Garoppolo is because there's no market for a bridge quarterback who's super duper expensive on a 1-year deal, who's going to be a free agent the year after. There's no more. I mean, there may be a market, but it's small. You're not going to get much of a pick.
This was actually the year. This was the year.
Yeah. It's not there. So you can say, like, it's like, oh, we can't trade Jimmy. Let's tell Peter King we don't want to trade Jimmy.
Let me throw this at you.
We don't want to trade Jimmy.
Let me throw this at you. We have about 10, maybe a dozen quarterback needy teams potentially next year. Are they all that intelligent? Like, there are some really poorly run franchises out there.
It's true. And they might buy into the Jimmy Garoppolo winning narrative.
Yeah, your level of thinking is more logical. But there's some boneheaded decisions made every year.
It takes one. So we're going to talk about that next. But with the Peter King thing, I just want people
the backup quarterback.
The takeaway to be, if Peter King's saying it, it could happen.
The backup quarterback to me is not that important. Now we'll tell you why. Because your season's over if you turn it over to QB2. Simple as that.
All you need is a guy who can get you through 3 or 4 games. And you don't spend $27 million on that.
I feel like Nick Foles wrote the narrative on backup quarterbacks. I feel like that's what people go to is Nick Foles. But
how about Colt McCoy, though? No, like Kyler Murray goes down because he runs around a lot. He's going to get hurt a lot in the NFL. He goes down 3 weeks. Colt McCoy comes in, goes 2-1. What more could you ask? That's perfect. That's perfect. And he's cost him nothing.
Team around him as well.
Exactly.
I'm not down on the 49ers. But when we beat the Vikings, I just kind of said, okay, so it's a battle of 2 5-5 teams. One of them has to win. I really wasn't sold after that win. I was like, yeah, you really should win. It's a battle of mediocrity.
Right.
Essentially. And then they go and they play a horrible Seahawks team and lose. So
if the 49ers keep Jimmy Garoppolo and don't cut his salary, if they keep him as a $27 million backup,
that's stupid.
Stupid.
No, Garoppolo, he's not going to offer this money back. It's not a charity, but he better damn well be ready for a restructure.